go with this is that what CareAR has done is we are pulling all of these modalities, we're pulling all of these components into our platform, the CareAR SXM Platform. And here's what this includes, right? At the simplistic level, 3 packaged applications. And let me just sort of go through each one of them here just to give you a flavor as to what that is. Let's start off with Assist. Assist is all about providing that remote assistance through an expert who can be located anywhere, right? Using a video call, dropping annotations, could be multi-party video, could be on all kinds of devices, could be on wearables, could be on drones, could be any of those things, but it is a reactive, live visual interaction, right? Fundamental. That's what Assist is. Now, you start looking at Instruct. This is where we start getting into self-solve experiences. The ability for me to go to an MRI machine, as an example, scan the QR code, get all kinds of self-solve instructions that is giving me the procedural instructions to fix issues. So this is another big announcement that CareAR made today. If you guys stop by our booth, you can see this on the expo floor. But this is where the industry is heading. We want to make assets fundamentally intelligent, smart assets, so that why even have a call back into the service desk? The moment a call comes into the service desk, you start losing money. Enterprise started losing money the moment a call is made into the service desk. So Instruct is all about providing self-guided instructions. Insight, on the other hand, goes hand in hand with Instruct. Insight and Instruct kind of go together, and it's all about getting that contextual intelligence, that immediate intelligence where, maybe it's an IoT feed that's feeding data, and I can in real time see what's going on. So Insight and Instruct work together, and they create these amazing self-solve, proactive, predictive experiences. Now, when you take a look at this, take a step back and be like, well, how does all of this make sense for an enterprise? There are a ton of use cases that this starts getting applicable for. And this is much beyond cool tech, because there's a little bit of that stigma saying, AR, AI, it's all cool tech. But there are fundamental use cases that help drive business outcomes for enterprises. And these are the 4. These are the 4 key use cases that we see day in and day out of where technologies like AR, AI, IoT come into play. Let's start off with the service desk, right? So this is everything that I was talking about. Something happens in the field, call comes into the service desk, the agent offers up a very simple link, click on the link, and you get into an AR call, and you help resolve the issue, you've prevented a truck roll. That in itself is huge. Service desk. Second thing is, well, maybe in some cases the field tech has to be dispatched. You need to change something, or AR can't fix that. A field tech has to be dispatched, right? So this is all about optimizing field support, leveraging tools like AR and other technologies. Number 3 is all about smart assets. I just talked about Instruct. So this is how do you make AR-ready devices, AR-ready, not just printers, this could be AR-ready engines. And then lastly, it's all about training and upskilling, right? I talked about all that skills gap, talked about simulative training, situational training, making sure that, and this is the analogy that we use, how do you get someone who's been on the job for 30 days not just act, but perform at the same level as that of a 30-year technician, 30-year veteran in the field, right? You need training. You need to be able to bridge that skills gap, and AR has profound impact. AR and VR has profound impact in being able to deliver those kinds of use cases, maybe in the form of a digital twin, right? So these are the 4 use cases, guys, where we see day in and day out a lot of lift. A lot of enterprises coming to us saying, how do we solve for these same problems, right? So let's look at a few of these examples. So I talked about applications, manufacturing, right? So this is where manufacturing is all about downtime. It's things about scrap reduction. Those are the kinds of things that companies within these verticals care about. A manufacturer that I was talking to, they spent $200 million in after-sale product and service support costs. Even a 5% impact of that number is significant for them. Telecom is all about, truck rolls. Or maybe even leveraging drones to fire up a cell phone tower to be able to get not just that intelligence, what's happening, but also be able to optimize some of the delivery that's happening. IT services, wearables, leveraging, you have so many different wearables. Walk down the floor, you're going to see a ton of wearables, right? So smart hands, that's where IT services comes into play. Healthcare, med devices. Your MRI machine is down, you're losing all the money that you can make on scans. So that becomes an important piece. Financial services, point of sale systems, ATM machines, ton of applications. Insurance is all about like workflows and claims processing, optimizing that, leveraging AR technology. And these are not just cool pictures on a slide. These are real use cases that we as CareAR are working with our customers. I'll give you some examples. Here's an example of a C-arm. This is a med device where we're leveraging some of these concepts that I was talking about, where on one side you see a digital twin. You see hotspots, you see instructions, self-guided instructions being served, you see part detection. There's a lot of technology on that left-hand side. And then, when you're not able to resolve issues, that's when you get into a live video session where someone, an expert on the other end, is able to drop annotations and is able to help those problems from being resolved. Here's another example. This is kitchen ovens, right? Obviously, if the oven's down, you're not going to get fed. So restaurants are looking at enabling these kinds of capabilities within their ovens and other places because it prevents downtime, right? Manufacturers are looking at things like this. Smart buildings. I mean, there's so much going on in terms of smart buildings, HVACs, cameras, sensors, right? The same sort of list of applications go on. But rather than me talk about a lot of these examples, I'm just going to play a quick video that sort of brings all of this together, talks very specifically about how CareAR is actually working with enterprises in all of these different verticals. So here we go.